is the exploded potato, baked potato, 2 chicken tenders, topped with the gravy from the pan, which is amazing, and covered with cheddar cheese melted, bits of bacon, with a drizzle of ranch. Enjoy. Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Lynn. Today we are going to do an exploded potato. We're going to have some bacon, and we're going to have some breaded chicken, and the star of the show, the potato, smothered in cheddar cheese and just a little drizzle of ranch dressing. All right, we are going to make the exploded potato. First thing we're going to do is poke holes with a fork in our potatoes. We're going to cook them at 400 for about an hour until they are fork tender and fluffy. And once that is cooking, then we're going to go and bread up some chicken tenders. Going to put them in flour. Then we're going to put them in the egg mixture, and then we're going to mix together our fine breadcrumbs and our panko breadcrumbs, and then we're going to pan fry them and what's left of a little bit of the bacon grease. And once they're just very lightly browned, we're then going to put them into the oven at 350 for 20 minutes, maybe 15, just until they're done. Shouldn't be that long. They're cooked. We're going to put them over the baked potatoes. We're going to actually cut them up, then put them on the baked potatoes, and then we're going to put bacon on top of the chicken, and then we're going to put the cheese. We're going to smother it with cheese and then bake the whole thing for about 5 minutes at 350 until it is bubbly. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is prick the potatoes with a fork. That way they do not explode in the oven. We're going to make sure this is done all around the potato, top side, bottom side, and both potatoes. In the oven, the potatoes will go for an hour. Okay, we've got about a half an hour before the baked potatoes are done. We're going to make a plate of flour. This is about a cup of flour. Kind of smooth it out. Then I have a half a cup of fine breadcrumbs, a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs, and we are going to mix that up. The secret is mixing those two up, I believe. Okay, then we're going to mix up 2 eggs in a bowl. Mix this up. Put this nice and flat so we can very evenly coat. So we have our flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. Now we are ready to start browning our chicken very lightly in the pan. Now it's time to just very lightly bread all the chicken. I'm going to put it in the flour first. Make sure it's coated, as you can see. Then we're going to put it in the egg, which is over here. A little hard to see. Nice and coated. Once we have the egg on, we're then going to coat it with the breadcrumbs. Now we're going to very, very lightly. You don't want to this is just to do it very lightly. We got that one, and then we're going to do it again. Flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. Very super lightly. Gonna bake this, or I'm sorry, pan fry this. If you need more egg, put more egg in there, but this should be okay. There we go. Ooh, it smells so good. All right. As you can see, it's a very lightly golden brown. Nothing crazy because we're still going to bake these in the oven once the potatoes are done, just to kiss them very well. Okay, I have the chicken tenders in, warming up in the oven. I'm sorry, baking at 350. I've gone through the first 10 minutes. They're not quite at 165 yet. So in the meantime, I'm going to be stirring up some gravy here. Got 4 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just going to throw in, this is from the pan droppings that we had earlier. And I'm going to cook this until it starts to turn brown. You can see the bits in there after cooking the chicken. That is where the real flavor is. Okay, this is now turning nice and brown. This is called a roux. And I'm going to add, I've got 1 1/3 cup of some chicken boiling in here, which I will be adding. You always want to cook that flour just in case there's any bacteria in there at all. Keep stirring it, that way we don't get any lumps. Pour in a little bit more chicken broth. There we go. Ooh, that looks so good. Now I'm going to add a little bit of milk here. What I'm going to do is add about a 1/2 cup. It's heavy whipping cream, which makes it really, really good. So now I'm going to put some heavy whipping cream in there. Oh my gosh, this is going to make the best gravy over this. Now let's stir this up until it's good and thickened up, and it'll be perfect. Over top of the chicken, then we're going to add some bacon and cheese. Exploded potato with gravy. Okay, the chicken has been in for about 8 minutes, so now I'm going to test it and see if it's 165 yet. Not. So I'm going to let it keep going. It's about 10 minutes. And I did sprinkle a little bit more flour into my gravy. And it's right there to the thickness. So a couple more minutes probably, because we're at like 140 some-ish on the chicken. And then we should be able to serve this up. Okay, we are now at 165 and it's looking good. Let's put this all together. Okay, here we have perfectly baked potato. I tested it. Let's cut it down the center. You're going to leave both edges where they have not been. And there we go. Kind of fluffs up just like that. Perfect. Now we're going to add one of the chickens on here. It's perfectly cooked. Add a chicken here. Nicely golden, beautifully brown here. Okay, and now we're going to put the gravy on. Spoon it on, and the gravy is so good with those bits in the bottom of that pan. It's like this. Delicious, I shall say. Some gravy. Then we're going to have bacon. A little bit of cheese. There you have it. I'm going to microwave it just until the cheese is melted. Okay. Cheese is melted on top. You can also put it on a cast iron pan or like a cookie sheet that is heat resistant in an oven for about 5 minutes, just to make sure you can melt the cheese if you don't have a microwave. Okay, last but not least, we're gonna do ranch dressing. Boop. Just like that. That tops it off. Enjoy. Exploded potato. It has chicken, breaded chicken that has been pan fried very lightly, then baked for 20 minutes to 165 degrees, and then topped with gravy and cheddar cheese, bacon, and a drizzle of ranch.